Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek. I am Penge, and it is summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere, which can mean only one thing. The wallet destroyer event that is the Steam Summer Sale is back, and this year it's running from June the 25th through to July the 9th, so that means you've got 2 weeks to be lured into buying some games that, in all honesty, you'll probably never get round to playing, but you think that you might as well grab them now because they're on sale, because that's what happens with the Steam Summer Sale. That's how it works. And I'm not saying that you won't play any of the games you buy. Absolutely not. You will play some of them, I'm pretty sure. But I think what happens in the Steam Summer Sale is that people, myself included in this, I include myself in that number 100%. People go and grab a few games they really want. So they're definite purchases. They've had their eyes on them for a while. They want to go and get those games. But then something will catch their eye. There'll be a good deal on a game that sort of looks alright, or it's their favourite game genre, or it's on their wish list, or something like that. And there it is. It's sitting there on Steam, 75% off. So people go, why not? I'll just click and add that as well. So that goes into the digital basket. And then maybe something else is there, lurking in the you play games similar to these section or something. So then people go, well, yeah, while I'm here, while I'm spending some money on games, I might as well add those as well because, they're on offer. And before you know it, you've got 6 games when you came for 2. And those sort of outsider games rarely get a look in. You play the main games that you've come for. Maybe you could dip into those other games, I don't know, but mostly I think they just sort of, they're there. They're in your Steam library, but they don't just they don't get really looked at. They're just sort of forgotten. It's all a little bit sad, really. But I'm pretty certain this happens a lot. I think it's like a known law of the universe, like gravity or something. I know I will be buying some games that I will not ever get round to playing. But do you know what? They say possession is 9/10 of the law, don't they? I don't know how that helps in this particular situation, but I'm pretty sure that is a phrase. So as always, Steam have this little theme type thing to the sale. This time it's a road trip. So there's a collection of these wacky characters in that camper van, mobile home type thing there. I have just noticed that G-Man from the Half-Life series is lurking just there in the background. Hello there, G-Man. And you get points for buying games, and then you can spend these points on things like items and stickers and things for different games and all sort of Steam profile-y sort of stuff. Plus you can get money off if you spend enough money as well, which is always very nice. Anyway, I've had a little look through what's on offer, and I've cobbled together a little list of games that I think are either tremendous deals, they're really interesting games, or they're games that have been a big hit on the channel over the past year or so, and maybe people have seen them on the channel and thought, do you know what, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that game, and now I know it's on sale, I will go and pick it up. And yes, there will be games that I have missed out, of course there will be, because there are hundreds of games in the sale. There's many games in the Steam Summer Sale 2020, so apologies if your favourite does not get a mention, but to go through every game in the sale would take a long while. It would take hours and hours, and I've already waffled on long enough, so let's just get on with it, shall we? So let's start with an old favourite, shall we? Let's just start with the Elder Scrolls series of games. I do love a bit of Elder Scrolls. So if you wanted to get Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim, so Elder Scrolls 3, 4 and 5, if you wanted to get them all together, they can come as part of this bundle thing just here. And that is 68% off. I mean, that is quite some saving, which will cost you in the UK £18.33. And all of the prices in this video are going to be in UK pounds and pence because that's where I am based. And that's very good. For 3 games of that size, that is very good indeed. I mean, there's an awful lot of game in Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim, and there's a lot to find and explore and lots of worlds to sort of, travel around and characters to meet and all that kind of stuff. So you're getting an awful lot of content for your money there. So that's very good. I mean, Morrowind, I suppose, would be showing its age. Morrowind, I guess, would be looking a little bit creaky because it's relatively old. But, it's still very good and it's still very playable. There is a thing down here for the Elder Scrolls Online. I've never really dabbled in this, but if you were thinking of dabbling in the Elder Scrolls Online, it's now 60% off, which means that it's coming in at £6 in the UK, which is very good as well. So, yeah, I've not actually played that, but someone I know plays it. They say it's very good. So, if you want to get into it, then yes, maybe now is the time because it's on offer. But yeah, there we go. I mean, that's really good. 68% off for those is wonderful. And yes, there's an awful lot of game to be had in those 3 games there. And from the Elder Scrolls series, of course, we're going to Fallout, because where else would we go? So Fallout 4, that is 70% off, so it's just under £6 in the UK. And I really enjoy Fallout 4. I think it's very good, and there's a lot of content in that as well. So for £6, you're getting a lot of game for that, which is very good. And the Season Pass is 60% off, so that is £16 in the UK. And then we've got all the different sort of back catalogue games. I mean, Fallout 3, the Game of the Year edition for Fallout 3, which is brilliant. That's got all of the DLC stuff in it. It's got 4 DLCs. I think it might have 4 in it. That is 60% off. That's £6. So you can get the entire Fallout 3 game and all of the DLC, and there's quite a lot of it. There's a lot of world to explore there for the same amount that you can just get the Fallout 4 base game. I mean, that's a very good deal as well. That's brilliant. Then we've got the older Fallouts as well. These are all 70% off. Fallout 4 VR is 70% off, so it's just under 12 quid in the UK. I mean, I can't play this. I record things and play games in a cupboard. I can't stand up and spin my arms around without bashing into things and knocking things over. So a VR game is an absolute no-go. But, the fact that it's 70% off, that is pretty good. And I hear it's very good as well. And then we'll go up to the top. We'll mention this. Now, I know Fallout 76, it's not for everybody. Not everybody likes Fallout 76, and that's fine. But if you do want to have a go at it, if you're thinking, okay, I'll give it a go, it's 50% off at the moment, which means in the UK it's £17.49, and you get the kind of the latest, I don't know what they call them, but the latest version or patch or whatever it is, which is the sort of the Wastelanders update. So people have come back in. I think that was one of the big complaints, wasn't it, about 76, that it was a bit empty. There were no sort of non-player characters to interact with, really. They were just sort of all robots and things. So they've put people back in now. So there's factions and things like that. So I think they're trying to sort of, they're listening to the community, I think, and they're trying to get stuff back in. So there you go. So that is 50% off as well for Fallout 76. That's it. I've covered Fallout 76. It's very divisive. There we go. So next up is Ark Survival Evolved. Now, I've never played this. I know people that have played this, and they say it's really, really good. And of course, the reviews are very good as well. There's a lot of reviews for it as well. 270,000 reviews that are mostly positive. And I know people that play it, they really enjoy it. They've got their own personal server and stuff. The reason I've included this is for the discount alone. The discount on this game is 80%. 80% off. That's massive. So the normal game is 45 quid. You can get it for £9. So from £45 down to £9. That is excellent for a really good game. A really, really good game. There's a lot to it, and there's a lot to do and lots going on. And, there's dinosaurs. I mean, that's always good in a game. So, just for the discount alone, I've included Ark Survival Evolved, because 80% off, that's just very silly. They've also got BioShock on some really, really good deals. And this is incredible. So I have played BioShock. I've never put it on the actual channel, but I have played it. And this here, BioShock the Collection, this is incredibly good value for money. 80% off. And if you get this, you get BioShock Remastered, BioShock 2 Remastered, a bit of DLC for BioShock 2, you get BioShock Infinite, you get the BioShock Infinite Season Pass, and you get some sort of weapon kit or something like that for BioShock Infinite. You get all the 3 BioShock games and some DLC and a Season Pass for 80% off. So 3 excellent games and extra bits and bobs as well for £8 in the UK. I mean, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And they're all brilliant games. BioShock is absolutely incredible. It is a wonderful, wonderful game. BioShock 2 was good. I don't think it kind of had the sort of oomph and impact of the original. And then BioShock Infinite is brilliant. That's really good as well. So the fact that they're all available for £8, that is brilliant. That's one of the better offers, I think, that there is on the Steam Summer Sale this time round. I've also included the Doom franchise of games. Now, I've only played the very old original Doom about a gazillion years ago. I've not really played any of the new ones that have come out. But I've included it because they've got some really good deals on. If we scroll down to here, Doom, the one that came out, 4 years ago now? So, the remake of the original, possibly, or whatever. But that has got all the 3 premium DLC packs in it. So this has got, it's got all the extra bits and bobs in. That is 70% off, and it's £4.49 in the UK. That's a really good price. But then Doom Eternal, which has only been out for 3 months, it's not been out for long at all, that is 50% off. That's 50% off already. So it's 25 quid for a game that came out 3 months ago and is, a super premium AAA. Yeah, that's a big game. That is a big, big game. The fact that it's 50% off and is only £25, that is a very, very good deal as well. And you can go and get the Doom franchise bundle. You can spend £52.33 and get all of these different Dooms. I mean, back to original Doom, Ultimate Doom, Final Doom. I mean, how many Dooms have there been? Many Dooms. But you could spend that. But I think that is a really good deal. The fact that's only been out 3 months and we've already got 50% off, that is very good. Okay, next is the Borderlands franchise. Now, I've not played much of the Borderlands games myself, please don't hate me, but I'm including this because last time when we did this sort of the Steam Summer Sale 2019 video, I didn't mention the Borderlands Handsome Collection. I just didn't mention it, I wasn't aware of it, and loads of people picked me up in the comments and said, hang on a minute, that's probably one of the best deals on Steam, why haven't you mentioned it? And it's back again, and yeah, it's an amazing deal. It is a little bit ludicrous. So if we look here, the Handsome Collection, it's got 52 items in it, and it would normally cost £181.98 for those 52 things. But it's got a 93% discount applied to it. 93%, which means that for all of those things, it's going to cost just under £12. And we can click this, so you get the game, and then you just get all the DLC. You get so much DLC. There's all different packs and upgrade packs and goodness knows what else these things are. There's so much stuff. There are so many things. You have to scroll so far to get through the list. All of that stuff for 12 quid. That is amazing. A 93% discount. I don't think I've seen anything in the Steam store sale this time round for 93% discount. That is very, very good. So yes, thank you everybody last year for pointing that out. That's well worth a mention. That is an excellent deal. I kind of feel like I should always mention The Witcher because this always seems to pop up in the Steam summer sales. Yeah, it's 70% off. Again, I've still not played The Witcher. Lots of people going, boo, you can't talk about The Witcher, you've never played it. But yeah, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition. So, you know, the best, you know, the definitive one, I would say. 70% off, which means it's just over £10. £10.49, which is excellent. Also, Hitman has got some pretty good deals going on. So Hitman 2, the standard edition with various bits of DLC, that is 70% off for just over £14. And then Hitman 2 Gold Edition, so the shiny gold edition, that includes all these extra bits and bobs here. So you get lots of DLC bits, you get the expansion pass, so you get all the future sort of stuff. I mean, that's quite a big chunk of the cost for that. But that is also 70% off. So the gold edition, with all of these things in it, all of these extra sort of bonus levels and things, that is 70% off. You get all that for £22.49. And that's a lot of content there from Hitman. I mean, that's a load of stuff. That's a lot of hitmanning to go and get done. That's a lot of people to go and dispatch in a variety of, you know, inventive and creative ways. So, yeah, that's very good for 70%. So on to We Happy Few. Now this is a game I've never played, but I'm reassured by many people that it's very, very good. But I'm mentioning it because, again, it's got this excellent 80% discount on it. So whereas before it would be £45, it's now down to £9. Not even a tenner, not even 10 quid for this very, very good game. And there's a lot of it as well. Apparently, you know, there's a lot of content in this game. So you get a lot of stuff for your 80% off and your £9 investment. It's also worth taking a look at the XCOM series because there's some really good discounts on this as well. So XCOM Enemy Unknown, we've played this on the channel and I really enjoyed that. It was really, really good. That's 75% off, so down to £3.74 in the UK. I mean, that's a really good price for a really good game. And then XCOM 2, that is also down 75%, so that is only £8.74. So yeah, some really good deals on the XCOM games. And of course, we have to mention the Civilization series of games. So Civ 6 is still somehow, the base game is worth £50 still, even though it's been out for a long time. It's been out for 4 years almost as Civ 6, but it's still worth 50 quid. I don't know why that hasn't dropped a little bit, but in the Steam Summer Sale, 75% off, down to £12.49. And that doesn't include any of the DLCs or anything. That is just the base game. And the base game is fine. It's absolutely playable. It is okay. I think it does need some of the DLCs to kind of, you know, just sort of iron out a few of the little sort of kinks and creases that it has in it. And so you can come up here to the Platinum Edition. So that includes, that's very small writing, I think it says 6 DLC packs and 2 expansions. That's 71% off, and that's £41.76. So for that, you get Civ 6, you get Rise and Fall, and you get Gathering Storm, which are the things I think you need to actually make Civ 6 a slightly more complete game. And then you get lots of different Civ packs as well. You get Australia and Poland and all that kind of stuff. So that's really, really good. I know that the Frontier Pass that is going to add sort of new civs and game modes and stuff like that over the coming year, that is not actually part of the summer sale. That is still £32.99. But there we go. I mean, that is quite new. That's quite a new thing. But yeah, if you're interested in Civ 6, I think this is a really good deal. 71% off on all that stuff. So normally it'd be what, 142 quid? Does that say something like that? I can't see it properly. I know, £145 maybe. So down to £41.76. So quite a good saving there for a bit of Civ 6. And keeping on an empire building theme, Stellaris. Lovely Stellaris is 75% off, so only £8.74 in the UK. And pretty much all of the other DLC packs for Stellaris are also on a discount, so 50%, 33%. So, you're getting some good deals on this. The only one that isn't discounted is Federations, because that's relatively new. So that's still £15.49. That's got no discount on it. But I mean, Apocalypse. That's a wonderful DLC. That's brilliant. That's 50% off. Megacorp, that's really good as well. That's 50% off. You can get all these different sort of story packs and all that kind of stuff. They're on discount as well. So yeah, that's quite a good range of sort of DLCs you can pick up for Stellaris. Okay, Life is Strange. Now, these are some of the games I've never played, but again, I'm throwing these in just because of the discount on them and the actual sort of the cost that the games do actually now have once the discount's applied. So Life is Strange, episodes 1 to 5, 80% off. So for all 5 of these, all 5 bits, the complete first season of Life is Strange costs £3.19. I mean, that's brilliant. That's really, really good. And I have seen people playing these. I've seen Many a True Nerd play these. And yeah, they're really good. So yeah, that price is wonderful. And then Life is Strange is sort of whatever that will be. Before the Storm, kind of, it's not Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange, whatever that is. The extra bit they've added in. Even that is 82% off, which seems like a very odd number to throw it up to. But there you go, 82%, which brings it down to £3.99. Which is, again, an excellent deal. 82%. So yeah, you could get 2 really good games for, for about £7.20-ish, which is really good. That's really, really good. So there you go. Yeah, Life is Strange with some very, very good discounts. And then we're going to move on to some favourites of the channel because, we've covered other things that I've not played. These are things that we have seen on the channel and that have proved to be very, very popular indeed. Number 1, Yes, Your Grace. It's not got a massive discount on it, but it's 20% off. And that's pretty good. 20% is better than nothing. And yeah, it's a brilliant game. It's a brilliant, brilliant game. If you are thinking of playing it, don't watch anybody else play it first. Don't go onto YouTube and watch people play it because it will spoil all of the twists and turns and surprises, and you'll kind of, you'll be able to piece together what you need to do to get the perfect ending. So yeah, don't do that. But yeah, if you want to pick it up because it is brilliant, it's a brilliant, brilliant game. 20% off. That's, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And it's a really, really good game. And I think even at 20% off, that is a really, really good price for the game you're getting. The Guild 3, this has done very well on the channel. That's 34% off. It's £16.49 in the UK, which is still quite high for an early access game. And they are working on it. A lot of work is going into developing the Guild 3. They're very slowly but surely sort of improving it. I mean, yeah, the reviews are mixed, because the game does have quite a few sort of... It needs a bit more polish. It needs a bit more work and effort to turn it into a proper sort of guild game. But yeah, they're getting there. They're getting there. And at the minute, 34% off, which, is better than no percent off. YouTuber's Life Omega is 68% off, which is wonderful. And they've added all new bits and bobs since we last played this. There's all sorts of extra things in here now. You can do all sorts of further things. There's fashion and whatever else there is in there. I don't know, but there's extra bits in it to when we played it. But yeah, 68%, that's pretty good. And then if you want to get YouTuber's Life and Esports Life, which is YouTuber's Life, Esports Life Episode 1 and Esports Life Tycoon, because there was an Esports Life Dreams of Glory game, which we never played. We did play Esports Life Tycoon. Those 3 games together, if that's your thing, they're 50% off for £21.19. Now, this is another excellent deal. Cities Skylines is a wonderful game. It is brilliant. And yes, you probably want to add loads of DLC to it, to make it, an even better game, to improve it and add various new things and what's-its and gadgets that you can build. But the base game is still really, really good. It's a really good game. And it's 75% off, which makes it £5.74, which is just not very much money for an awful lot of game with Cities Skylines. And then you can get the bundle. So there's a bundle here. You get a massive load of DLCs. There's so much DLC. There's an awful lot of DLC for Skylines. So you get the game, then you get After Dark and Snowfall, and there's loads of stuff. Look how much stuff you get. Look how much stuff. The actual final price, the final price is actually quite high. because it's £80, but you're getting a lot of stuff for that. All these things are 50% off. So, your final price is 80 quid, but you are getting 53% off. And that if you get this, City Skylines is going to be as up to date as it can be. You're going to have everything that you can have in the game to build and add on, and all the different policies and everything else. Yeah, it's going to be the complete sort of collection for that. At a discount of 53%, which is good. And Skylines is brilliant. It's a really, really good game. So yeah, that's actually not too bad a deal. So Help Will Come Tomorrow is a relatively new game. 21st of April it came out, but already it's got a discount. So it's 25% off, which brings it down to £11.61. And 25% off for a game that's, a couple of months old. That's pretty good. That's very, very good indeed. And yeah, the game is very good. It's very complex. It's very tricky. The harder levels are practically impossible. So if you want to go and try and survive in the Russian Siberian wilderness, then you can do so at 25% less cost yourself. I think we have to put the Universum in, because this is one of the big games in the Geek Cupboard. The Universum, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful world builder game, and it's 25% off. Brings it down to £17.24, but it's the Universum. It's brilliant. You have little nuggets and they run around and it's all just very wonderful. So yeah, 25% off for the Universum. It's well worth getting. I love the Universum. So yeah, if you can get it a little bit cheaper, that's got to be a good thing. Also, Crossroads In is on discount as well. 33% off for Crossroads In. Now, I know these reviews here are a bit mixed because it's a little bit unpolished as Crossroads In. It could do with just a little bit of, sorting out a few of the bugs and the glitches and stuff. But it's a really fun game. It's a really, really fun game. And they've added extra bits in. So they've got they've got pests and puppies. You can have animals and stuff. And there's a pit, which is like some sort of kind of fighting pit thing. So they've added some DLC to it as well. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun game. If you can see through the sort of the few little sort of bugs and glitches and kind of quirks there are to the game, it's a lot of fun. And yeah, 33% off. That's very good. And of course, we have to mention Academia School Simulator. We couldn't not mention Academia. It is wonderful and it's 25% off, which is brilliant. So in the UK, it's £11.24, which is a really good price for the game you get. Because you get a lot of game with Academia and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to do and they're always adding bits. I mean, we got the new Parks and Recycling update the other day and these things just coming in. They're not DLC packs you buy. They're just sort of themed updates. So stuff is being added to Academia every sort of, couple of months or so, I think. So, it's being changed. It's being updated. And at 25% off, yeah, that's a really good price for a really enjoyable game. I thought I'd throw Buoyancy in because I enjoyed our time with Buoyancy. I mean, it was in very early access, so it's probably changed a little bit since we last played it. But again, 25% off. A lot of these sort of the smaller indie games are not having the massive discounts, not the sort of, the 70s and the 80s. But they're getting a little bit of discount. So 25% off brings that down in the UK to £7.71. It's less than a tenner for Buoyancy, which was a really, really enjoyable, challenging game. I also thought I'd include the Pedestrian in this list because I really, really enjoyed the Pedestrian. I thought it was a very, very clever, inventive puzzle game. And I've never seen anything like it before. And that also has 30% off, which is wonderful as well. I also thought it was worth mentioning Overcrowd because Overcrowd has got 25% off as well, which brings it just under £10. And there's something kind of magic about it being under £10. When something's over £10, when the games are over a tenner, you kind of go, ooh, £12. Yeah, I'll think about it. When it's under £10, you kind of go, £9. That's fine. It's not even 10 quid. It's kind of this magic number. So if it's under £10, it doesn't sound quite as bad. So 25% off for Overcrowd. And Overcrowd's great. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's very, very silly. And I found it very hard to master. I don't think I was very good at Overcrowd. So, it's quite a challenging game. It's a very sort of tricky thing to actually do fantastically well at. But yeah, 25% off. That's a good deal for a really good game. So we did play Do Not Feed the Monkeys. We played it quite some time ago, but I don't think we played the full version. I think we played like a prologue version or a demo version or something like that. But this is the full version, and I'm mentioning this because it's 65% off. That is a wonderful deal. That's very good for this game. It's really good. And given they're a sort of a smaller developer, that's a great deal for this game. And yeah, brings it down to £3.14, which does not sound like very much money at all. And you know what? I might be investing in this. I might be investing in Do Not Feed the Monkeys because 65% off, that's really good. And we're going to finish up with some games that I've not actually played, but I've heard that are very, very good indeed. So Darkest Dungeon, I've been told, is excellent. And if you look over here at the reviews, very positive. 65,000 reviews average out at it being very positive. So that's got to be a good thing. And that is 75% off in the sale. So £4.74 to pick up Darkest Dungeon. That's good. That's a good price. Now here's another one that I've not played, but Mordheim City of the Damned is on discount, 70% off. Now my friend Bristly Stranger plays this over on his channel. He's played this quite a bit. So yeah, that's a really good discount. That is a very good discount. Yeah, he really enjoys it. And they've got all the DLC by the look of it as well. They all seem to be on discount as well, 33% off, which means that these ones here are just over £1. Just over £1 to get the Poison Wind Globadier, which I'm sure is brilliant. Yay for the Poison Wind Globadier. But yeah, there you go. 70% off for this game is good. I think this is also worth a mention. Planet Coaster. Now, I know it's been around for a little while. It's been around for a little while, has Planet Coaster. But 75% off for that, bringing it down to £7.49. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do in Planet Coaster. I mean, you could be playing this for a long, long, long time. I mean, they did Planet Zoo as well. That's more recent. But Planet Coaster, you can spend a long time building perfect theme parks and everything. And you can get, spend so many hours and, plunge into this game for £7.49. That, 75% off, is a really, really good discount for this level of game. And then to finish things off, Transport Fever, because this apparently is another excellent game, one that I never got round to playing, but again, lots of very positive reviews, and that is also 70% off. Now that might be a little bit because Transport Fever 2 is now out, so the interest in this has diminished a little bit, but still, lots of people have told me this is really good, and I've seen people playing it, and it looks really, really enjoyable. So the fact that you can now get this at 70% less cost than normal, that's got to be a good thing. So yeah, £7.13p. That's pretty good for Transport Fever. And that is it. A little roundup of games that are in the Steam summer sale that I thought were worth taking a look at. There's some big AAA games. There are some smaller indie ones. I thought it was a pretty good mix, like a nice balanced mix. And I hope that something in there has caught your eye. I hope that some game there has tickled your fancy and you have gone to add it to your Steam library. And who knows, maybe, just maybe it'll get played loads and it could become a new favourite. Maybe you just give it a go and you'll kind of just shrug and go, yeah, it's all right. I'm glad it was in the sale. I'm glad I didn't pay full price for it, but there we go. That's fine. Or maybe it'll just be one of those games that ends up unplayed and it'll just sit there in your Steam library just feeling all very sorry for itself. Who knows? I do hope that there was something in there for you. I think we covered a relatively broad range of games to make sure that something looked appealing for a different game taste. As mentioned earlier, the summer sale is running from June the 25th through to June the 9th, so you can now have a click about and you can spend that money and have a full-on argument with your bank account, and you can make your wallet very sad, and you can treat yourself to a game or three in the summer sale. But I think we'll finish things up for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this and you found it useful. If you did, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other nonsense and shenanigans that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This sports car is indeed illegal. You clearly couldn't see the sign saying no cars. I have found the place where I'm going to live forever. The Tea and Biscuits Cafe. I want to rename the dog. Let's call it Woofles. Woofles McBark. Behold, the power of the blimp.